So about 2 weeks ago, I made a video, should you open cases in CSGO, and this got me thinking about another topic I really should talk about, and it's should you gamble in CSGO, because this seems to be a hot button issue right now with a lot of people complaining that you shouldn't be able to gamble and gambling shouldn't be allowed. So here's my take. First off, I want to say I'm a big fan of letting people do what they want to do as long as it doesn't really harm others. And then this is going to apply here in this case of gambling. I think people should be able to gamble their skins, especially because they own them. They should be able to really do whatever they want with them. But I have to say you shouldn't gamble if you really aren't responsible or you just aren't mature enough to gamble. A lot of people like to bring up the age thing of, oh, you shouldn't be able to gamble if you're this age or this age or this age. I really don't feel it comes down to age. I feel like it really does come down to maturity. So about a year or two ago, when I was like 15, I was gambling on these CSGO websites and I lost a lot of skins and I lost a fuck ton of skins. But I understood that I gambled and I could lose. And I also know 20-year-olds out there who have gambled, who have lost their shit, have blamed streamers, who have blamed everyone else but themselves for the fact that they lost their skins. I really feel this comes down to maturity, and you really have to be informed before you gamble. I really recommend that if you're gonna bet, be sure to bet with things that you're not too attached to. If you're betting your Karambit Doppler, the thing that you worked really hard to get, and then you lose it, are you gonna be sad? Because that's a question you have to ask yourself. If you're going to be sad at the end of the day when you lose, and I don't mean just sad like, oh darn, I lost some skins. If you're going to be really sad and this is really going to upset you, then maybe betting just isn't for you, or maybe you should bet something that doesn't mean that much to you. Also, you have to know when to stop. This is something I didn't know for a very long time, and something that is troubling me to this day a little bit. I'm definitely getting better with learning to stop, and when you're learning to stop when you're ahead. So a lot of people out there, what they'll do is they'll gamble a lot of skins, they'll win a lot, and they're like, oh, I can't fucking lose, I'm on a hot streak. This happens in real gambling too. People think because they're on a hot streak they can't fucking lose, all the luck is on their side, and guess what happens? They fucking lose. They lose all of their money, and this has happened to me multiple times, and we're talking about thousands of dollars in skins here. I've literally lost, and I've went back all the way down to zero. So you guys have to realize that you need to know when to stop. If you're making a little bit of profit, I recommend stopping. I recommend knowing when to stop. Just give yourself a limit. Before you even go in there, give yourself a limit on how much profit you're going to make, and then you stop. You just fucking stop, because if you go past that, you're going into the little uncharted territory, and you're probably going to lose your shit. A thing you have to keep in mind is the people who own these gambling sites, they're not just making these so everyone can make a fuck ton of profit. The people who own the site have to make a profit too, and their profit comes from losses. I'm not saying that these sites are rigged, but some of them are. You got to keep that in mind. Some of them can be rigged, but a lot of the bigger sites like CSGO Double, CSGO Wild, CSGO Lotto, from what I understand, those aren't rigged. I've actually won a good bit on all of those sites, and I haven't personally had any problems with them, so once again, be careful about that. But in all of the cases on these sites, they make profit from you losing. You have to keep that in mind. That's why it's important to know when to stop. It's not just made so everyone can make a profit. There are going to be a lot of losers, and there are going to be even less winners. So keep that in mind when you're betting. If you're on these hot streaks, like I said, be sure to stop. Be sure to know when to stop yourself. It's very important, because at one point you definitely will lose. You can only win for so long. Another thing I wanted to point out, and probably the last thing I'm going to point out in this video, is the fact that YouTubers and Twitch streamers, we bet a lot different than regular people. And I don't mean to sound like an asshole here or come off as arrogant or anything like that, but a lot of these websites will give us skins to bet, and then you make a video about it or you make a Twitch stream about it, and that is something you really do need to keep in mind, because what will happen is like people like Mo out there will lose a bunch of coins, or like I'll lose some skins, and you're mad about it, but you're not too mad about it, because let's face it, you didn't really put the money in, they kind of gave it to you. And a lot of people see that and they're like, oh, okay, so it's not a big deal if you lose a lot of skins. If you're a normal person out there, you don't really make videos, people aren't just giving you free shit, then it's probably going to be a way bigger deal to you. And that is definitely something you need to realize, that a lot of these YouTubers and a lot of these Twitch streamers are getting paid to play on these websites. And that's just something I thought you guys should keep in mind, and something that a lot of people don't seem to really understand. But yeah, guys, gambling on CSGO can be a lot of fun, but it can also lead to a lot of heartbreak. So like I said, be careful out there when you're gambling. I think everyone should have the right to gamble in CSGO, as they're their skins and they did pay the money for them, or they opened them in a case, or whatever the case may be. Get it? It's a pun, because case, and I said in that case, you don't. Okay, I'm not funny. Gotcha. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please tell me what you think in the comments down below. What do you think of CSGO gambling? Do you think people should be able to do it? Do you think they should not do it? Also, give some tips down there to people who are maybe new to gambling. Maybe you can help them out, get them to win some skins. But thank you guys for watching this video. And if you did enjoy it, how about you hit that like button? And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you're new, how about you subscribe? When this video does reach 500 likes, we'll be uploading next one. So be sure to smash that like button. But yeah, guys, this has been the Chosen One Inc. And as always, peace out.